at least for spectators' perspective. Anyhow, let's get right into this set. So we've got Falco versus Meta Knight. This is honestly a matchup I have not seen in a ridiculously long time. The last time I probably saw this must have been probably like Falco versus Cody or something. Even then, like, I don't even think I watched the whole set. The last time I watched an entire set with Falco in it was probably DEHF, and that would have been like MLG Dallas. So, who knows? Wait, was it Dallas? It was one of the MLGs. Either way. Anyhow, so yeah, Ripplepuff on Meta Knight. Pretty much our tried and true bread and butter, and Zenan with Falco in this matchup, get a little chain grab action. Lasers are actually amazing in this matchup. They kind of just stuff just about everything. Meta Knight can't like do too much against them other than just shield them and kind of avoid it. Shield, air dodge, kind of walk in. It's really a fantastic option because it just forces Meta Knight to approach. Anytime you can force someone to approach in this game, it's almost always a good thing. Just because, generally speaking, in this game as a whole, approaching is typically seen as more risky. Just because you're committing, especially if you're attacking first. If you're walking, it's not super committal. But anyhow, so far, very even tight battle. Ripplepuff off stage, just barely making it back on, only 10% separating the two. The spot dodge down smash. Wow, looking a little like Meta Knight there. Himself there, Zenan, with that spot dodge down smash. A little stock lead. See how Zenan extends this if possible. This is definitely the position you want to be in as Falco, since you're trying to force an approach. Falco kind of can't really extend his lead too easily if he's down, you know? When he's ahead, he can do a lot with these lasers, this chain grab. But if Meta Knight gets the stock lead, then it's not like Falco can exactly laser to get the KO. In most cases, he's gonna have to get like, the only setup for that would be with doing like a laser into a buffer Dacus from a mid-range distance. But about 50% separating the two, not too bad. Ripplepuff definitely trying to pull something together and get this lead back and get the position better for herself. Nice little side B there, spacing it just right so he can go straight through that NATO with no repercussions. Okay. Buff looking for any opening she can get. A little dash attack there. Just barely catching Cody on the... I said Cody, wow. Barely catching Ripplepuff on the way back there. Okay, Zenan doing a little jumping action of that NATO. Interesting cross up side B. A little bit of a call-out option, I think. Zenan maybe looking to try to like pop Ripplepuff up there and then maybe go for an up air for KO or something. Ooh, goes for the double laser into buffer Dacus. Doesn't quite get it though. Hits the lasers, doesn't hit the the up smash. He's grabbing your ledge, forward throw, edge guard position. Nothing happens though. Just a little recover. Ooh, covers him with a cross-up neutral air. Gets the kill. Now a stock lead in Ripplepuff's favor, and we can kind of see now what I was talking about before, where Zenan's kind of not really able to force an approach with those lasers. But Ripplepuff does get off that ledge, and with that ledge get up post 100, a lot of lag on that. Eats an up smash, and stocks are even again. Now Ripplepuff trying to take her time at approaching. She does got to approach because of these lasers. She doesn't approach, she's going to eat a bunch of laser damage for free. And that's not what she's looking for. Generally speaking, when you fight against Falco, you're trying to stay at this mid-range. You want to put Falco in a spot where he shoots a laser, he's at risk when he does it. And he's super far away, there's no risk at all. But if you're kind of close enough and he shoots a laser, you can typically power shield and go for a dash attack or a dash grab or something. You kind of put yourself in a better position where you can make some reads, you can make some reactions and get a good punish. Nice little shuttle loop there. Doesn't quite get the strong scoop enough to take that stock early, but a little percent, not too bad. This little NATO here with punishing that up smash. Now both at 100+%. If anything, Ripplepuff should have a slightly easier time getting the KO, just because Meta Knight has a lot of really quick KO options. And up air. Wow, just up airing on the edge on the land camp. Very solid. Right near the blast zone, 140. That's first stop, first game, going over to Ripplepuff. See this counter pick. Most likely a Final Destination ban from Ripplepuff. Seeing the counter to Battlefield. Very interesting selection from Zenan. Not the stage I would typically expect to see someone want to take Meta Knight. I feel like Meta Knight is easily one of the best characters for pressuring on these platforms. Mostly because of NATO and up air. When you get up aired by Meta Knight underneath this like platform and you shield it, you can't really reliably punish unless you're capable of doing like power shield into like shield drop up air, and you gotta have like a character with the real quick up air forward air to do it. Not so sure how well Falco does it, but maybe it could just be a comfort pick for Zenan. That's very possible. Sometimes when you're in your comfort zone, you just play better. That's how it goes. But so far this game, not looking too great for Zenan. Already down 56 and counting, 69 now percent difference. A little forward air, and now Zenan's got to make another recovery. He's just not able to catch his footing here. A little back air into down smash. It's very old school. I believe that was popularized by, I think, Hey Sizzle back in the day. Very old school player. Solid though, solid. It's a fairly reliable little setup for Meta Knight at those percents. Zenan on a fresh stock, putting on the pressure a little bit. Just kind of getting there in Ripplepuff's face, just trying to hit these jabs, hit these grabs, hit these forward smashes, just whatever he can get. Trying to get some percent, take that stock. Little roll cross up, doesn't get predicted, but doesn't really get a hard punish for it. Ooh, just runs up and grabs him. Held shield for a minute. My guess, maybe Zenan was expecting a shoulder loop there, but because it didn't come out, just went for the grab instead. A little bit of slow reaction from Ripplepuff, but she's on the ledge, and she's got a stock lead. Not necessarily forced to make any huge plays right now. Just kind of rack up what percentage you can, stay in a good position. Don't necessarily do anything crazy committal. Just avoiding these, just avoiding some of these more obvious KO options. With double F smash from Zenan, somehow that'll take it, but good stuff. See? 50%. Now see that now that they're on the same percentage, Zenan doesn't have to approach anymore. He's kind of just like, yo, I can laser now, man. I don't need to take stock. All I gotta do is rack up a little percent, and I can do that with laser. Even the only way that lasers get punished is if Ripplepuff is willing to go for the timeout. If Ripplepuff's willing to go for timeout, then it's completely possible that she could just, you know, stall out in whatever way to take it to the time. Yeah, try to force Zenan to make an approach in a way. Okay, and Zenan gets the ledge here. Finds his way back into the center, but gets punished for going for a jab with a grab. Okay, a little down throw after a couple pummels here. Ripplepuff generating a ton of percent lead here. Can she take stock is the question. Because at the end of the day, you get your opponent to a super high percent, but you can't land the KO move or land something that'll take him out. And you're not going to have much of a lead for very long. You got to get something. Or at the very least, got to avoid taking damage yourself. Ripplepuff holding onto that ledge. It's a down smash, but across the stage, at that percent's not enough. You gotta get that second hit if you want the early KO. Ooh, runs into a slightly charged F smash from Falco. Ooh, eats the Dacus and loses the stock early. Roughly 113% when that connected. 126 on the KO. Very early. That is Meta Knight though. Meta Knight, he's one of the best characters in the game, but he is also one of the lighter characters. That's like one of his few downsides. Ooh, eats a down smash, but 160% plus, easy stock, no problem. 25%, that's all that's separating these two. On this game too, on the battlefield, Zenan really putting in work here. Make this comeback, 45% now. He's got himself a lead. Doesn't have to approach. He's like, you know what? I got these lasers, bro. Check them out. They're pretty cool. Ooh, runs in and eats a down smash. Looking like he was looking for a grab there. Kind of ran up and ate the down smash though. Gets the shuttle loop scoop. Side B, keeping him off stage, doesn't want him on. Trying to keep Zenan on his back foot constantly here. Now that she's got her opening, she wants to make the most of it. Not looking to let Zenan get back into a good spot, good position, and shoots more lasers. Zenan chokes his recovery. And that's going to be game 2 going to Ripplepuff. Very back and forth game to be sure. Started with the Ripplepuff lead. Zenan managed to close that lead with 2 stocks taken in a row. And then Ripplepuff gets the stock back with a quick little down smash at 160, and suddenly they had a good back and forth even game for a while, but one nice little sequence there from Ripplepuff where she was able to rack up an extra like 50 to 60%, led to an edge guard situation which she held for a while, and Zenan just choked up right at the end on that recovery. Tough game 2 for Zenan. Now he's going to have to make a lot of work happen for the rest of the set if he's going to have a chance to come back from this. Now, luckily for him, this is because semis in this tournament is all best of 5. He's not really out of it just yet. He's got some leeway. He's got one more game to give. Ripplepuff choosing to go Kirby though. Kirby is not the best character, obviously not quite as good as Meta Knight, but strong character in a lot of matchups, and I think this one's actually a pretty okay matchup for Kirby, just because of combo potential and spacies. But at this high percent, not too many combos that Kirby has anymore. It's mostly going to be just playing better neutral and how far you can take your advantage state, really. Just like give yourself this little like frame advantage situations where you put someone above you, you put them off stage, and you just kind of like punish their responses and get some reads, you know, like predicting air dodges and whatnot. And now Ripplepuff down 5% after a little bit of ledge trapping from Zenan. Zenan goes with an offstage down air by accident. Looked like he was looking for a ledge drop double jump down air, and instead just kind of fell down and down aired. But evens up the stock with a quick forward smash. Sweet spot goes for the chain grab. Does have a little bit of percent that Falco can chain grab on Kirby. It's not quite as long as most characters though. When Falco chain grabs someone like Snake, he can get easily like 70 plus 80% easy. Even up to like 100, but Kirby, being a floaty character, gets out pretty early. This little down air catches him on the little rebound with the grab. Ooh, Ripplepuff hanging out near that ledge. That can be a little spicy place when you're Falco in this matchup. All it takes is one inhale, and you're put off stage, under the stage. Edge guard situation that's real rough for Falco. Gotta be able to tech if you get put down there. Okay. Ripplepuff really pulling it back. This game 3, very close. Ripplepuff really showing she's no slouch even on Kirby. Doesn't need Meta Knight necessarily. Zenan with eats the back air right to the back of the head at 99, but with no DI. That's an early stock. A little forward throw into up air. Goes for a bit of a greedy forward smash and whiffs it, but 54%. Ripplepuff really pulling it together and doing her own thing. Ooh, walks right in. Looked like maybe was walking up for the grab, but just tanks an up smash to the face. Now 64% is all that separates these two on the same stock. Last stock of the game. And going for some lasers here. Taking his time. Calls out the roll. Gets the grab. Goes for triple down air. Triple down throw into down air. Ooh. Zenan just trying to find these little openings. Not chasing Ripplepuff down, but getting these openings when he can. Hopefully he doesn't choke another recovery here. Gets the forward smash, putting Ripplepuff off stage. Maybe he's flirting with death a little bit. You know, going out there like, hey, I kind of want this down there, but gotta avoid that inhale. 88, 113 to 102 though, pretty close game. A lot closer than expected, to be honest. But I kind of expected this to go one way or the other. I did not expect it to be a close game. I just thought it would be either Ripplepuff catches Zenan off guard with a matchup he's got very little experience with, and Zenan just gets bodied, or Zenan just has this matchup no problem because better matchup or, you know, better character, whatever have you. But game 3, going to Zenan with a little laser into Bufferdacus. That's all it is. Sometimes you just get a little percent, swing a move, and boom, you got it. Going on to game 4. 1-2. Still in Ripplepuff's favor. Don't know what the ban is. Let me take a look real quick here. Having a look here. We're seeing a Yoshi's ban. Yoshi's Story getting banned by Zenan. And a PS1 counter pick from Ripplepuff taking Zenan there with Meta Knight. Ooh, right off the bat, Zenan put in an edgeguard position. Looks like he might be, yep, he's losing that stock early at 42%. Whew, that's a rough edgeguard to get hit with. Off stage now. He's got to make this recovery. He's got to come back from this. Down a whole stock. Large percent, too. Huge lead for Ripplepuff here. He's really not forced to make any huge approaches anymore. That whole stock lead means, hey, you know what, lasers, I can tank them all day. I got time. Just hanging out near the ledge, waiting for Zenan to make a mistake. One wrong move, get a free opening, and maybe turn things around. Being on the ledge can be a little bit of a tough spot. You got a low ledge grab, especially. This game goes to time, though. They're over the ledge grab limit. Be a real rough game to lose. Even if you're down a stock. You still win that if you go over LGL and your opponent did. But, that being said, still a huge stock lead. Ripplepuff not even on that ledge anymore. Just hanging out. And right back to the ledge. Another 3. How many ledge grabs are we at now? It doesn't matter now. Shuttle loop. Going for an edge guard. Doesn't quite get it. Zenan content to just camp out with these lasers. Down a whole stock says, you know, I don't care. I don't think you're actually going to time me out. You won't do it. Swing this up smash real quick. Hey, have a little piece of this up smash. Now, just like that, stock's even. Ripplepuff has to approach now. These lasers can close that lead. Ooh, jumped right in. Gets the shuttle loop sweet spot. Scooped off stage, though. How's he going to make it back? Gets back with the little side B action. Okay. Another side B. Ooh, just barely making it on stage there. Looked like he was going for ledge. Nice spacing. Ooh, easy down smash. Even with somewhat decent DI. Not quite enough. Maybe could have DI'd that a little better and lived. But even with that DI, it wasn't quite good enough. Ooh, eating a little bit of a windmill combo there. 49 quick percent for Ripplepuff on Zenan. A little back air, doing a little windmill comboing of his own. Double back air. Gets grabbed though. Gotta make this comeback. Zenan's in a real rough spot here. It's a little down smash to whip punish that NATO. This windmill, blocking the lasers even here. Ripplepuff like kind of approaching, but taking her time really. She's not really in a huge rush. 5 more minutes to go. Only 62%. Or 62% on Zenan's last stock. Just no pressure here. Kind of take your time. Oh, catches him out on his recovery. And it's a quick 3-1.